Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 27, October 21st, 1980. Host Eileen Buck, DNA sample SB1970.
Miriam, my dear girl, there is no good reason for you to be here. But your intransigence requires that I detain you until you give me information I can act upon. The location of the artifact, perhaps, or the whereabouts of your leader, Bartel Shink. Just a little something to give Minister Goebbels some encouragement that we are on the right track.
How about a nice hug? He looks so sad in all his photographs.
Yes, he does, doesn't he? Perhaps you could pay him a visit yourself. He likes beautiful women, actresses, musicians.
Pirates?
That's right, pirates. Pirates of the Edelweiss. Isn't that what you kids call yourselves? It's very amusing. And illegal, of course.
Breaking Hitler's laws is half the fun.
Oh, I imagine so. I imagine you were having a wonderful time just before we captured you and your insurgent friends.
And that's the end of it.
Damn it. Why can't we sustain the signal for more than just a few minutes? I need to relax.
That's not the issue. This is dangerous work. These memories aren't in your bloodline. That's why it's not holding.
There's got to be a solution.
Any idea what they mean by the artifact? I've heard it a few times now.
Not sure. I don't think Miriam knew either. Not much comes into her mind when she asks about it.
But she's protecting the other members of her group, the Edelweiss Pirates or something?
Yeah. Bartel Shink. Have we looked him up?
No, we can.
We should. Put your intern on it.
Right. High priority.
Yeah. This isn't getting any easier. Jesus.
Hello?
Hi, Seamus. It's Mom.
Hey.
How are you?
Dad! It's Mom!
Hello, Eileen?
Hi, Carl. How's Seamus?
Great. We were out shopping for school clothes.
Yeah. The summer just sped by.
They all do.
I never seem to notice. No windows in the office.
Right. Trapped in the lab. So, did you need to talk?
Yes, sorry. I was curious about your mother, actually.
Oh. Okay.
How much did she talk about the war when you were growing up?
Not often. Bits and pieces. Why?
I was doing some research last week about World War II, and something came up about the Edelweiss Pirates, or the Navajos, and your mother's name popped up.
Really? That's an odd coincidence.
Does any of that ring a bell?
Yeah. Mom ran with that group while the war was on. There were a group of kids who wanted to avoid the Hitler Youth programs, but in later years they escalated their activities to, bigger ideas like vandalism and sabotage.
But why Navajos and pirates?
Just some of the names they used. Navajos, Edelweiss Pirates, you know kids. There were little pins, little white flowers. I may still have hers.
That's interesting.
And this is for work? Researching my mother?
Not exactly, but... Sorry, I can't talk about it.
Right. You never could.
Hey, don't. I didn't mean to be flippant.
No. Don't mind me. All for the greater good.
I like to think so.
Power down. You all right?
Damn it! 5 months of this bullshit! We're floundering.
Take it easy, Eileen. You're just stressed.
I am not stressed. I'm frustrated. I'd like to go again this afternoon.
No. There is no reason to rush this.
We're hardly rushing. We're running into the same wall over and over again. Why can't we push through? Why can't you keep me in the Animus longer than 2 minutes?
Because surrogate genetic memory data is fragile. The EEG is exploding and your brain is doing too much work. The longer you stay in, the more damage it does. It's even possible that...
Possible that...
It's possible the memories we're digging into could eventually overwrite your own. Like information on a tape drive. There's just not enough space in your head to do both.
Here I come to save the day! Good afternoon, all.
Did you invite him?
No.
But you did. Remember?
That was months ago, Warren. What do you need?
I wanted to stop by. check on your progress.
Well, apparently it's still too dangerous to keep me under for more than a few minutes.
I always suspected that would be your biggest hurdle. The genetic memory sequencing is the easy part, if time-consuming. But the replay, that's something else.
Yes?
Let's think this through. My subjects are diving into their own genetic memories, so the information is already encoded in their heads.
Which means the Animus has less work to do. Less computing, less parsing.
Right. So to get your surrogate data working, to let people experience foreign memories, it'll take a hell of a lot more processing power than anyone has. Even Abstergo Industries.
Ideally, we'd like to build an external processor that mirrors as many brain functions as possible. Something to handle the calculations.
But the cost and upkeep of that would be
Astronomical. Let me see what I can do. I have some sway with Lillian. We won't build Rome in a day, but if we focus on the pretty buildings first, maybe we'll achieve something.
Thank you, Warren.
Till next, folks.
Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 32, January 11th, 1981. Host Eileen Bach, DNA sample SB1970.
Miriam? Miriam, is that you? Are you in here?
Bartle!
Oh, thank God you're safe. You've been worried sick.
Bartle! How did they find you? Oh, Jesus. What would they do to you?
Has they hurt you at all?
I told them nothing. All they do every day is ask about you and that artifact. But I didn't tell them anything. Nothing.
I know you didn't, Miriam. But how are you? You aren't hurt?
Not badly, no. I'm fine.
Good. We need to get the message out to Oscar. Somehow. We need to tell him where...
Very interesting footage, Eileen. This is Germany, you said, World War II?
Most of the memories I've been able to access come from a period where Miriam was imprisoned by Nazis in Cologne.
Miriam. Is she still alive?
No, she was my my ex-husband's mother. She passed away about 5 years ago.
Well, she was spirited. An impressive lady.
Definitely.
And the man, Bartle. He made reference to an artifact. Any idea what that is?
My team is looking into that, but it's not our first priority. We still need...
It is now.
Really?
You must have other recordings of this woman. Are there any other mentions of this artifact I should know about?
Half a dozen or so, yes. What's this about?
You have questions, I understand that. I don't have answers for you. Not right now, but I do have money. And if you get me those recordings and bring me any other artifact references you find, then I will triple your operating budget for as long as I can.
Triple my budget? My God, what is this?
9 a.m. Monday morning, my office. We have a lot to discuss.
But Lillian, I don't...
Have a good weekend, Mrs. Bach. Fantastic work.
Hello, this is Carl.
Hi, it's Eileen.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Busy. Cold. The winter's been terrible.
Seamus won't like that. The weather's been mild out here.
Well, he's only coming for a month. He'll live. And I'll be so busy he won't have to worry about his mother bothering him.
Still working 12-hour days?
I should move a bed into my lab.
Look, if you're too busy, Seamus can stay with me.
No, I want to see him. We'll have fun.
You're not too busy to be a mom and a genius.
Of course not.
His flight lands at 8:15 p.m. tomorrow night. You'll be there?
Of course. 8:15.
p.m. Let him know you'll be there.
Thanks, Carl. I need to run. I'm sorry. Take care.
You too.
Eileen. Didn't see you come in.
I'm not interrupting?
No, it's fine. The subject is unconscious. He's traipsing around 18th century New Orleans right now, in the memories of a woman.
That must feel odd. How long has he been under?
83 minutes.
Whoa.
It's average. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to thank you for sending Lillian to see me. She came away very impressed.
There. You see? All these bureaucrats need is a little glimpse of our secrets every so often. They like to feel like they're still in charge.
Lillian is most definitely in charge. She just tripled my budget.
Tripled? Christ, Eileen. You must have discovered who killed Kennedy.
Well, she heard something on one of my tapes that interested her. Something about an artifact. Very vague, but it was enough.
An artifact? What sort of artifact? Jesus, get him out of there! Get him out!
Oh my god.
It'll kill him! He's not decoupled!
He's having a fucking seizure! Power down, now!
Heart rate 170!
Power down, now! Eileen, Warren here. I was all ready to apologize for the late call, but you seem to be away. Maybe with your son. Listen. Since the unfortunate incident with Subject 1, there's been a lot of dire talk around the office about my Animus project. About shutting it down. About it being unsafe. Typical top brass bullshit. And if they shut me down, then your surrogate initiative goes away too. I'm sure you're already well aware of that. Well, let me be the first to reassure you. This will not happen. I will not let them take this from me. From us. I will not let one death, of an undiagnosed epileptic I should add, I will not let this destroy the decades of incredible research done by our predecessors, and the 5 years I've spent perfecting the Animus. There's still more work to be done, and countless rewards to be reaped. So I wanted you to be the first to know. I have decided to volunteer myself as my second subject. I am convinced that the Animus is perfectly safe, provided I stay within the boundaries of my own ancestral bloodline. Next week I plan to prove this by staying a full 4 hours in the Animus. I would be grateful if you and your team would monitor my progress. And after this necessary but ridiculous proof of concept, I give you my word that I will work closely with you to solve your outstanding problems. Your surrogate initiative is a bold idea, and I do believe it is the future of the Animus project. But while we have the Animus itself, I do not want to waste precious opportunities to prove its safety. I'll see you in the office on Monday. Goodbye.
I have now resumed the practice of dressing as a man, and have put off my woman's dress.
Why did you take it? Who made you take it?
I took it of my own free will, with no constraint. I prefer a man's dress to a woman's.
You made an oath, Jeanne. You swore to never again dress as a man.
I never meant to swear that I would not resume the practice.
Why have you done so?
Because it is more lawful and suitable for me to return to the practice of wearing a man's dress, being always among men, than to have a woman's dress. I have resumed it because a promise made to me has not been kept.
How is he?
Hour 3, doing well.
Are we still in 18th century Hungary?
No. His connection is so stable, he's jumped between a few ancestors today. We're in 15th century France now. Turns out he's related to one of Joan of Arc's executioners.
Surprise.
Eileen, yesterday Vidic asked me to help him work out some of the bugs in his audiovisual renderer, and I told him...
No. Come on, Satish, not you.
It wouldn't be permanent. A few months at most.
Months? That will kill every ounce of momentum we have.
It won't, I promise. Honestly, I think this could help us. If I can get a look at what these people are doing, we could...
Come on. He's trying to pull you over to his side. Don't you see that? He's luring you with quick victory and prestige.
That's not what this is about, honestly.
I need to get back to work.
Eileen, I'm sorry.
Do what you must. I'll survive.
Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 32, April 2nd, 1981. Host Eileen Buck, DNA sample SB1970.
Miriam, are you awake?
Basil?
Miriam, they're coming for me.
Oh, is the guards?
I see them from my window, amassing in the courtyard. My time is up.
Basil, don't say this. You don't know that.
Forgive me for this, Miriam. But I must tell you something. The artifact. We have it. But only Oscar and I know its location.
Don't tell me.
They will release you. Your family has connections. You must take the artifact and bring it to the assassins in Paris.
Please don't. I don't want to know. It's safer if I don't.
Hush now. If I die, knowledge of its location dies with me. You must bring it to the assassins.
Assassins? I don't understand.
It's a spire of St. Petrus.
No, I don't want to hear.
Cell 7! Stand!
Hello?
Eileen, hi. It's Carl.
Carl, I know it's you.
Sorry, you just sound exhausted. Did I wake you?
No, I've just been busy.
It sounds like it.
I'm just a little tired, that's all.
No, I mean, your project sounds fascinating. Your colleague, Dr. Warren Vidic, he called me recently and he told me what you've been up to.
He what? Warren?
Yeah, he told us about your research, memories, ancestry, all of that. He even asked if we'd be willing to come in and...
No! Jesus, no! What the hell is he doing?
Eileen, it's okay. We signed some papers, non-disclosure stuff.
No! He's trying to fuck me over! Damn it!
Eileen, we just talked about my mother, just like you and I did. World War II. That's all.
It's the artifact.
The what?
Carl, if he calls you again, you tell him you work through me, okay? That's it. Vidic has been a pain in my ass for years, and I don't need him getting all the glory for my 2 years of hard work.
All right. So how should I go about this? I mean, the wheels are in motion.
I don't know. Just go through me if he contacts you again. Please?
All right.
You'll do that?
Of course. Yes.
Thank you, Carl. I'm sorry I was short with you. I've just been exhausted. That's all.
It's all right, hon. Just take care of yourself.
Morning, Eileen. We're almost ready. Just a few more adjustments.
Okay.
I had the team do some research on this artifact we've been chasing, and it appears the Third Reich actually found something matching its description sometime in 1940. Eileen, are you all right?
Sorry, yeah. I'm fine. Just a little scattered. Vidic called my ex-husband last night. He wants to put him in the Animus.
To find the artifact before us?
Exactly.
Well, it would be fast using Vidic's Animus. And maybe that would get us back to our original work.
Satish, if we let that happen, then all our money dries up. Lillian is paying for us to find the artifact, not improve our methods. Do you understand?
Right, of course.
I'm sorry. Let's just burn those bridges when we cross them. Are we ready?
Yes, just a few more adjustments, Senorian. I made a small change to the genetic input modulator. I'm hoping that buys us a few more minutes.
Even a few seconds would be nice. I'm ready.
All right. Settle in.
Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 37, August 9th, 1981. Host Eileen Buck, DNA sample SB1970.
Open! Good morning, Miss Kurtz. You look well, considering the circumstances. Are you rested? Have you eaten? Your friends are dead, Miriam. Bartel Schink and all his Navios, his Edelweiss pirates. Executed for 5 counts of murder.
Without a trial. You must be proud.
There was no need! They were scum! All of them! You hear me? All of you are scum! Scum! Scum!
I see it so clearly now. She didn't break, did they? You have nothing.
Quiet, girl!
You don't have the artifact. If you did, you wouldn't be talking to me at all. Never use Lacey!
I said
Never
quiet!
use Lacey!
Quiet!
Never use Lacey!
Quiet!
Never use!
Get her out! Get her out! We're losing her! Shut it down! Everything! Eileen, open your eyes. Can you hear me? Eileen! Eileen!
Power's off! Get the position in here! Step aside, son!
Eileen, talk to me. Can you open your eyes?
Clear!
Oh, God.
No response.
All right. Notes towards a speech in honor of Dr. Eileen Bach's premature retirement. When I first learned of Dr. Bach's unfortunate accident, I couldn't help but feel a great sense of loss at... No. Dr. Eileen Bach has and always will be a friend and colleague. When I first learned of her unfortunate accident, I was shocked, of course. To see any friend injured in such a way is deeply upsetting. And to further learn that her injuries were severe enough to force a premature conclusion to her brilliant career, well, I would not wish that fate on anyone. But if there is any solace to be found in her accident, it may be this: that she was injured in service of her research, in service of work that she cherished most dearly. And it is thanks to her, it is due to her diligence, that some of the mysteries of genetic memory have been further illuminated. And while it is true that work on her project, the Surrogate Initiative, as she called it, has been temporarily halted, the copious amount of work she has done over the past 3 years has been incredibly valuable. So while her work has been suspended for the time being, her legacy will most certainly live on. Quiet, Joan! Quiet!
Okay. That was really long, but I'm glad I did that. There's a theme about this game. And now I don't think they're talking about the apple. I always assumed that's what the artifact, quote unquote, was. They're seeking the apple. No, I don't think so. And what Subject Zero was doing, Eileen, very similar to what Juno's doing. That's all I have. That's connected. great minds. Yeah, right. All the Templars. Look at this. Every Templar, they're saying they're magnificent people. Marketing ideas already played. No, it's not. But that's very interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna do a little more snooping for myself.
December 23rd, 2012. Sample Recovery Unit Team Lead Fisher Case reporting on Subject 17, Desmond Miles. The subject was deceased and unattended. Time of death was placed around 0000 hours and 7 minutes, with conditions favorable for DNA sample recovery. We had some initial concerns about interference in the vault, but given the skill and talent of this team, we were able to capture useful data. I personally retrieved the subject's backpack and extracted a number of objects of interest to undergo detailed analysis. The subject displayed burns to the right hand, severe enough to fuse the bones, indicating some kind of spontaneous, intense burn trauma. Honestly, we've never seen anything like it before. Head, neck, and torso remained in good condition. I hand-selected recovery agents to retrieve fluid samples, blood and saliva. We then commenced material extraction and were able to preserve several exemplary samples. Data analysis and sequencing is already underway, and I'm told proceeding with exceptional ease. Thanks to the cloud database and the work of Abstergo Sample Recovery Unit 3, the legacy of Subject 17 will continue uninhibited as Sample 17.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Is that what's happening right now? I mean, I guess this would be pretty obvious. We get to play or view other people's memories. See, I always assumed it was just the DNA, like... Is that how he fixed it? Is that how Warren fixed it? See, now the Subject 0 is pretty crazy, because did Warren figure out, did Abstergo figure out how to stabilize her idea to look at other people's memories? Because, I mean, that's what we're doing. We're looking at the Kenway line, unless my character, who I am, is related to the Kenways. But I assumed that it was Subject 17, but it doesn't make sense. Because I don't... Oh, actually, it does make sense, because Connor was related to the Kenways. Connor was related to Desmond. And then they, with this new technology, they jumped to Kenway. No, I'm full, thank you. For now. I'm full for now, thank you. I'm just learning something new. I have a theory.
Okay, this is on. I don't think I've ever used this phone more than a few times to record anything.
Did Warren do it? Did he figure it out? Or did he figure out a way? Okay. Because look, that's what's happening too in the story. The blood of the ancients, that's what I'm assuming was in there in the observatory. They were all taken. I assume the Templars got them. I assume the headmaster of the Templars at the time, which was the governor, he took them and sent them to the Templar Order. I'm assuming that. I don't know if he did that, but I'm assuming that. Yeah, that's messed up. They don't put Subject 0. There's only one to 17. Or 16, because 17's at the end. So did they learn? Did they learn how to do it?
The dawn of the deadly 18th century. Rogues and sailors band together to live their lives by the sword. With no laws or morals, no gods, and no fear. Only betrayal, mutiny, cruelty, and debauchery. There is plunder to be found on golden beaches. Will you risk life and soul to fight the pirates of nightmares? Benjamin Hornigold, Calico Jack, Charles Vane, and Blackbeard?
And I'm not gonna watch that trailer. That was terrible. But okay, so I guess it's just hitting me now. Like, what is happening? Because we are going through it. They had to have figured it out through all the subjects, which subject 0 not being up there that's really depressing. And they didn't say that she died, they just said she retired. I'm sure that has some significance. See, that has so many possibilities now. So yeah, we can all view these, and now I see how we view this. So maybe that's why the observatory is so important, and that's probably why the game is teaching you about the observatory. They somehow reverse engineered it. Because yeah, that's what the observatory does. It sees through their eyes. So Sturgo took that and allows other people to... Okay. That's my theory. They somehow got a hold of the observatory.
Chicago. They know.
And that's how they're making the enemies work.
Just, if it happens again, have a word with Melanie and see if it needs to.
That's how they're doing it.
Gentlemen, how do you find it here?
It will work for us. But our goal must be to scatter our operations. To live and work among the people we protect, just as Altair Ben had once counseled.
Well, until that time, it's yours as you see fit.
Edward, Captain Woods Rogers survived his wounds. He has since returned to England, shamed and in great debt, but no less a threat.
I will finish that job when I return. You have my word. Evening, Anne.
Edward?
I'll be sailing for London in the next few months. I'd be a hopeful man if you were beside me.
England's the wrong way around the globe for an Irishwoman.
Will you stay with the assassins?
No, I haven't got that kind of conviction in my heart. You?
In time, aye. When my mind is settled and my blood is cooled.
Sail ho! Coming into the cove!
You're a good man, Edward. And if you learn to keep settled in one place for more than a week, you'll make a fine father too. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So fell to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, all the moments that e'er I had, they're
So I was at the
sorry
end.
for my going, and all the sweet
Whoa.
ere I've loved, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should, I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all.
That's crazy. So I'm glad it ended this way. Where I waited, I put that together for myself and then saw this ending. It's a good way to end it.
Father, did you always know how to sail a boat?
Knew it.
The Jackdaw is a ship, Jenny. Not a boat.
But did you always know?
No. No, I learned after leaving Bristol.
After you left Mother?
Well, I didn't leave without saying goodbye, that is. It was an arrangement, you see, between your mother and me.
She said you left her. She said you always talked about sailing a boat and making money in the New World.
I did always want to sail a ship. That's true. But not for a lark. To support us. And take care of her. And you.
Not me. Mother said you didn't know about me. She said you wrote only once a year and that she never knew where to find you.
That's all true, and I'm sorry for that. If I'd known earlier, I don't know. I might have come home. I hope that I would have.
Well, you were busy. That's what I think.
I was, but that wouldn't have mattered.
Can I steal your boat?
Boat? I see no boat here. Do you?
I mean ship, obviously. I don't see the difference anyway.
Ah, it's a very simple one, Jenny. A ship can carry a boat, but a boat cannot carry a ship.
Yeah.
Why then, everything is a ship. Large and small. but for my toy boat, the one I take into the bath with me.
That's a clever way of seeing it. Is it hard to talk about Caroline, Jenny? About your mother?
No. She passed some years ago. I miss her, but it's all right.
Was she in pain?
I don't know. I don't think so. She was very happy for quite some time. Then, not so happy. I didn't see her much after that. Then, she was gone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you.
It's all right. You're here now. And we're on an adventure.
Only a little one, I hope. I can't handle too many more surprises.
Do you think we'll see a whale?
Yes, there's a very good chance.
And what about pirates? Will I see pirates?
No. Not much chance of that, I think.
I know, sadly.
Oh, that's rather sad.
Yeah.
I should have liked to have seen one.
Tell you what, Jenny. As soon as these winds die a little, I'll let you steer the jackdaw. One little trick at the helm before sundown.
Yay!
There's the whale. Oh, man. Hopefully, you guys, this looks familiar to you. Oh, she's grown up.
Miss Jennifer Kenway, may I introduce myself?
Jennifer Scott, if you please.
I'm sorry,
My daughter was raised by her mother, Caroline, until she passed away some years ago. Jenny prefers to use her surname to mine.
Please forgive my ignorance.
I will. She may not.
Father, help me!
This little rascal, however, is a Kenway. What's wrong, Hafen?
I can't see the stage.
Up we go. How's that?
Fine. But won't your arms tire?
Hey, I'm not so old as that. But if they do, then we shall quit this posh gig and go and meet your mother for some chocolate at White's. How's that sound?
Yes, please.
Okay, hush now.
You married. Oh, come on. Who's your wife? Who'd you marry? Edward. Oh my god, there's Hatham. That's the story Hatham was talking about. How his father took him. But, oh my god, okay, so... Alright, hold on. There's two holes in there. One, who did Edward marry? Two, they said okay. Jenny says her mother is gone, implying she's dead. But knowing this series, she's either dead or she left. You know what I'm saying? That's two loose ends. And it's in the game where they learn to look through people's memories. Which means they could, if they do have the observatory, they used Hatham to look into these memories. Into Edward. Or they used Desmond to jump from Connor to Edward. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Again, you guys aren't far enough. You're not far enough, let's just put it like that. Because I know something you don't know. And you learn it in AC2 where you guys are. And Q, you're very close to it. And that's why I am questioning that. But now, yeah, definitely questioning. I don't think they wanted the apple, though that's what they were looking for. I don't think it's the apple now. And I don't think it's... And they were talking about the observatory, which they just found because of me, because of Edward. See, that doesn't fit that doesn't fit them. If they were looking for the observatory, which I found for them in this game, how are they looking at Edward's memories? Unless Subject Zero succeeded. But it can't be Vidic. It can't be Vidic. There's something else going on. Something else going on. Can't be Vidic. Ah, new questions. New questions. I love AC4 though. Still, this is up there with the game of all times. I love the story. I love it all. Yes, I'm gonna go feed the cats. I'm gonna go feed them, and then I'll either play Dota with everyone, or if everyone's like, oh, I'm done for the night, I'll go into Freedom Cry. No way. Okay, so yeah, that makes no sense then. Because Subject Zero's technology worked, but only for a few minutes. And they were forcing me to, or not forcing, quote unquote, encouraging me to really go towards the observatory. And then the Sage tried to hijack my body, but for some reason, Juno didn't. Yeah, I don't like it, because Juno's technology is similar to Subject Zero's. I gotta think about it, Q. I'm thinking about it right now. Because that doesn't make sense. There's no way they could do this without the observatory, because that kill, I just shot my own theory in the butt. They don't have the observatory, because I just showed them where it is. So how are they jumping into Edward's memories? Because Edward didn't like the Templars. He knew who they were and he didn't like them. And he joined the Assassins. And we know that because he said it and Hatham was an assassin. And then he betrayed. Now there's a lot going on. And see, okay, so Q, just so you know, what I'm talking about, Subject 16. That's what's tripping me out right now. That's the doubt. It's Subject 16. That's what gives me doubt. But I don't know how they're viewing Edward's memories, because Hatham's gone. I mean, he's not alive at this time. How are they looking at those memories? How are they getting an Asturgo worker, hence me, to view the memories, unless I'm related to Edward? But that was never said. It was said it was like brought to you by or sponsored by Subject 17, la 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 la. But Desmond was related to Connor, not Edward. Edward's a Kenway. Yeah, Connor's half Kenway. Yeah, they have his body, but Edward is not linked to Desmond. Desmond was linked to Connor. So you met the Kenways because it was Connor's dad. No, someone did, but that's what I'm trying to say. How are they doing it though? Like, I know that they accomplished it, but now how are they doing it? And I assumed it was the observatory because you're using the blood to look through their eyes, which you could easily reverse engineer that to do what Subject Zero wanted. But they don't have it. I just gave it to them. Right now, I just gave the Templars the location of the observatory in 4. I know Connor is linked to Edward, but they're saying, yeah, I mean, It would make sense. I just want to know how they did it, Q. How? No. He's not a direct link to the Connor line. Yeah, Connor's half Kenway. So how did they follow? I hate them. How did they follow Connor's grandfather? Because he's not part of that. He's related, you know. That's gonna be fun to explore. I love this game. Love this music. I wish there was more to the story, but I understand. So that's how this works. They gave us a little bit. Have is all you need. Well, no, that's what they were talking about. You could only jump. The Animus can only jump to a direct descendant. So a direct one, right? But Edward would not fit that. Or would he? No. Yes, no. I need to think about it more, because they're talking about that, because Subject Zero used her son to jump to her husband's mother. If they use Desmond, yeah, because like Desmond couldn't jump to anyone except for the people he was directly linked to. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Edward is, but the tricky part is, right? Okay, what I'm saying, Q, right? I'm gonna try to say this very clearly, right? Desmond could look through Edward's eyes because he is a direct descendant or related, yes. But my character right now is not related to Desmond in any way, or Edward, or the Kenways, so I know. So the fact that he or I am looking through the eyes of Edward, right? How did they do that? Because we saw what happened to Subject Zero, who could do it for like a few minutes, you know? Like a few seconds. So that's what I'm trying to point out. Like, it's one thing if it's like Desmond, but like someone like me jumping through the lines. I basically looked through Connor's father's eyes. So I went to Connor's father's ancestry. It's crazy. Like, in essence, that means like they could go through Mario. Like, this opens a whole new door for the Templars, because that means they could, like, you know, if they have Desmond and this technology, they could follow Mario. They could follow other assassins. That has like huge ramifications for them hunting down and viewing what the assassins did versus direct descendants. That was the problem with Desmond. He was the closest one to see what happened to the apple. But now with this technology, they just have to find someone within their bloodline, and then they can jump to whoever they want to see whatever they want. It's crazy. It's crazy, Meg. What? Oh, I'm speculating. I'm like, nah. I could if you guys want to. Yeah, because Al wants Dota. Okay. Okay, I'm cool for Dota. This is so crazy to me now. But yeah, see, now the future games are making more sense to me, because I was like, because I assumed they just, you know, I assumed Desmond would be here. Okay. A. B. I assumed that they would just, the assassins would eventually win, but they're not. And they would use what they were doing with Lucy to further their ability to combat the Templars, which is not happening. They're losing hardcore, the Templars are getting stronger. But now the Templars have a way to use memories of the assassins by taking anyone who is related to them in any way, instead of having to search for specific people that are directly linked to specific ancestors. I know. A lot of my episodes are going to end with me saying I play Dota. I like Dota. I like hanging out with friends. I love these games too, and I'm kind of glad they're there. I'm glad that they're there. I'm going to go feed my cats because they're wonderful. And then Freedom Cry, guys. I don't think that's going to take me very long. It's kind of like Angeline Boncré. It didn't take me very long. And then Rogue. And see now it makes sense why there's, in essence, another game dedicated to this area. But again, now the possibilities are opening because it doesn't have to be a direct link to Desmond. They can go where they want to now. Pretty much. It's horrible for the assassins because I'm still pro-assassin. I want the assassins to win, and the Templars are getting really advanced. Really advanced. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Good for Edward though. Good for Edward. He got remarried. Who I'm sure is important because that means Hatham's mother, which, yes, exactly. Hatham's mother. We know what happened to Hatham. But Edward didn't die. And Jenny, his half-sister. The Kenways are still pretty strong. Definitely gonna need to. I definitely hope they explore the Kenways. I love the Kenways. And Desmond's family too. So many things to think about and speculate. This is the exciting part. Because I don't know anything. I'm getting to the point where I know absolutely nothing. Like, I'm not even going to count Rogue, because Rogue, I got to maybe the first sequence in. And I played out of order because I couldn't play 4. It wasn't working. So I got to a point in 4, then stopped. Which sounds like I got pretty much to the end. Then played Rogue, and then bam, had to stop. I barely got to play it. And then from there, all new ground. That is crazy. That is very crazy. That's all to say. Like, right now, I think the implications of what I just kind of occurred to me at the end of this game is making me excited and also very sad, because the Templars are getting... That means they can find the other artifacts quicker. What's been stopping them is they have to wait for the person that's they have to find someone directly linked to someone who saw where it went. And Subject Zero being able to see through her husband's mother's eyes is crazy. So imagine they can do that elsewhere with other people, other assassins. They just see someone who's roughly linked, like a second cousin or something. That is crazy. That ending was heartbreaking, though. I'm glad it was the way it did. And listen to the soundtrack, guys. How can you say no to it? I'm probably gonna be very cringing at myself for speculating like this later on, I'm sure. But this is the fun part. This is the fun part. Not knowing very excited for the next games. I'm excited to finally complete Freedom Cry. I've never been able to. It kind of was there. Couldn't play anything in 4 at a certain point of my computer's life. So I'll be excited to play Freedom Cry, Rogue, and then I believe it's Unity. So yeah, Freedom Cry's not gonna last long, but I'm excited. Thank you, Meg. Very excited. So many ACs, I know. I'm happy about that. And I killed my wallet when they were coming out every year, but the story is still good so far. Havoc, man. You've done a lot of games I like. No real pirates were harmed in the making of this game. Thank you for that. That is crazy. I got 15 minutes. I know. But she gotta wait right now. She gots to wait. What? Templar hunts? I already did the Templar hunts.
Get the boat.
A man of war, her pretty little fingers long and slender, they were smeared with pitch and tar. There was a battle, she amongst the rest did fight. The wind blew off her silver butt, her breast bare all snowy white. All the little dumba, there I did the rope, all the little dumba, there I did. All the little dumba, there I did the rope.
But this is where we're gonna leave it. This is where we're gonna leave it. I'll keep this. There's no cloud saves, unfortunately. So I'll just keep this on my computer in case I ever want to come back to it. Yeah, Freedom Cry right here. Next time. On Dragon Ball Z. No, I'm just kidding.